Hi guys, I'm Carl from Dagtail. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying the spring weather. It's a little bit cold though, isn't it? Reminds me of a saying one of my customers said to me last week: "No cast a clout till May be out." And if you don't know what that means, it means don't put your winter woodies away until the end of May. In this video, I'm going to show you how I produce compost using debris from customers' houses. I think this area I'm working off at the moment is around 3 years old, so it's well rotted now. This is the debris from 2020 season here. So I reckon it's going to take me another year or two to use all this, or even maybe longer than that. So this year's debris is being put over here. So what I'm trying to do here at the moment is just keep a nice line. I'll work my way that way and try and keep a space between the old stuff and the new stuff. Now I can imagine it'll probably be another 3 years at least before I start using this compost again. So when I get to the end of this pile, I will start using the compost on this end again. Here's an example of all the rubbish we used to put on, because we used to have a grab hire truck come and take it, so we wasn't very fussy. But last year we didn't put anything on like this on the other end. So I'm thinking when I get another few meters that way, it's going to be the end of the twigs. And I'll be glad of that, because it's quite a lot of work getting the twigs out at the moment. You find they don't rot down very well, because sometimes the water and the oxygen isn't getting into it. It stays dry all year round. Some really good compost here, which I can sort of see that's just mainly made of leaves and rotted grass. I call this black gold. So this is some good stuff here. As you can see, more sticks. I'll be glad when they've all gone. Yeah, I've got enough to get on with for a few years. This is where I riddle the compost to get it to a size I want, depending on where I want to use it. This riddle I use to getting it to a size where I can put it into people's garden borders, and I call this soil conditioner. It's ideal for clay lawns, and in my town there is a lot of clay. I find the regular work I've been putting it on the last few years, the borders are getting a lot easier to dig each other, because this compost stops the clay sticking together, also adds nutrients to the soil and encourages more worms. So I'll just put a few scoops through the riddle just so you can see how I do it. So that gets it to a size I'm happy with to put into a garden border. Now here's another riddle I made with smaller squares. So this will produce smaller particles of compost. I'll just place that on there. Just used just a piece of old wire fencing there. And this gives you an ideal size for putting into garden pots for plants that are fairly established already. Good stuff. So if I wanted to put something into a pot this sort of size, I find that's ideal. Now if I want to go a bit smaller, I'll then reduce the size of the riddle. So basically putting compost through smaller holes now. So if I just give you an example, I'll use the compost from the last one I did. I'll put it up through there. As you can see, it filters out all the twiggy bits and stones. and some of the compost that's still stuck together because it's a bit damp. So this size of compost I would probably use for plants that have got to a certain size, maybe just come out the seed tray and you want to plant them into small pots. Now I've got even more options here. I've got another riddle with 3 different sizes. Now what I'll do now, I'll use this to make some fine compost which you could put seed in to germinate. Won't do it all, but you'll get the idea. And this is what I'm left with. A really nice fine compost. And my wife at home has already got some seeds going. I'll put a picture up now. And recently somebody gave me an old truck they didn't want anymore, and I used the compost to fill the truck for my wife Pensy Ree, who's here today.
Hello.
So I'll just show you the truck. There we go, it's all ready for planting. What are you going to plant in here, Pensy Ree?
Potato.
Potato, really?
And lettuce. Carrot.
Carrots and lettuce, I think. I don't think we'll put potatoes in because there's not going to be enough room in there for potatoes.
No, not potato, sorry. Carrot and lettuce.
Yeah, maybe some herbs or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'll put a lining in here first, so it will let the wood last a little bit longer. So what I did in here was use the big riddle first to fill the bulk of it up. You'll find bigger particles in the bottom of here, and then I finished it off with some finer compost. Anyway guys, thanks for watching the video. Please give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and maybe share the videos with some people that are thinking of starting a business like this. I better crack on with this, I think. I'll see you later.